Hi everyone, I'm finally getting around to doing the rant video on a cosmetics company, only I'm really not going to be ranting. I've had time to calm down, but I just really, sorry. I'm letting you know what happened. I'm not sure how old this company is. If someone knows, you can comment down below. That just popped into my mind. I didn't research it. But I have a few things from Ulta, but since I was supposed to do the video on this product first, I'm going to do that. I'm still sick, so, you know, go figure. That's why I sound like this, and that is also why I have not done the video like I said I was going to do it. I have good days, and I'll have bad days. Every day I have this issue, but some's better than the other. Anyway, I don't know, and I've tried everything, I've done everything, and I'm still trying some more things before I go to an ENT because that's what my doctors referred me to, and at this point, it's got something to do with a dental procedure or mold or possibly gluten, but I don't know why I would be allergic to gluten, and I don't know what else it could be. So, but anyway, the things that I read online about ENTs is just spending thousands and thousands of dollars and then just telling you to take a nasal steroid thing. So, I don't know. Anyway, okay. Sorry, such a long intro. I just wanted to let you know why and why I sound like this. Okay, so the company that I'm going to be talking about is, I'm going to make sure I say this right. I don't say, okay, because the reason that I say this because I'm looking on the website. I wanted to make sure it's Pop Luxe, and the product that I ordered was the Black Ice Highlighter, and you can look it up on Pop Luxe, and I don't know if they have other, not sure. I saw a video on this and I was like so intrigued. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't need another highlighter, but I want to try this. Now this was placed on February 6th, and so it is March 9th, 10th, I don't even know what the freaking date is, and I did receive this about a week ago, so it took close to 4 weeks, but anyway, so I want to tell you, you can look that up online so you know what it is. It's supposed to be a highlighter that once it's warmed up, it kind of looks black, but then once it warms up and you put it on your face, it looks like a highlighter. I never got a chance to try it, and I'm going to tell you why. So that's the website. Here is my order receipt. What I marked out was my personal information, but it does say Natalie on there so that you know that it's mine. You can see it. I swear when I bought this phone, the camera was the best ever. My light's not that bright. $27.32. That's what I paid for this highlighter, which is very expensive. And okay, so here's what happened. When I got it, it was packed. It came in this box, which doesn't even have a scratch on it. Shipped inside of this box, which has no dents, anything like that. It's fine. I have messed my nail up. That's why there's a Band-Aid on it. Anyway, no dents, no reason for anything to happen. And so here is what took place. I got the compact and I couldn't get it open. Now there was no, you can see that there's no residue where there was no tape or anything. And it would not open. It was almost like it was melted together. So I don't know why I have such trouble with things, but I have trouble a lot of times with things that are taped shut or something like that. Well, so I had ended up taking some tweezers, got in there in that little groove, and it just wouldn't open. And there was nothing. It's not bent. You can see that there's just nothing, and I didn't even do it hard enough to make an indentation right there, so it's not even scratched. Okay, so when I finally got it open, what happened was the thing flipped, and I'm not really sure how it took place so fast that it just flipped, and the pan and everything just went like that. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at. And this wasn't in any kind of hot weather or cold, extremely cold weather. This glue is a hard surface glue. It's not a tacky glue. And when they shift, it just cracks like a thin piece of plastic. Thin, really just almost like a little thin piece of glass wood or something. So it's not tacky. But can you hear how cheap this compact is? I mean, it's extremely cheap for almost $30, okay? I mean, it's just, okay. This is what was in it. These are 2 of those Whispers, whatever they're, cotton pads. And for $27, I mean, come on now. Everybody has either a brush. Well, I won't say everybody. Does Becca? I don't think Becca does. But, I mean, I guess they're putting that in there for cushion. I don't know. It just looks so cheap to me by the time I see this, and this comes falling out. The pan, I had pictures of the pan. First of all, this highlighter is sort of a gray color. It went all in my carpet, busted into powder, just powder. And I had a huge mess. And I wasn't able to even salvage a chunk to even try it. Like, I never got to try it. So if anybody tried it, let me know down below what it's like. I had watched a YouTube video, and that's been like 6 weeks ago, so I don't even remember. But I just want to warn you about that. It wasn't necessarily that in itself, because most of the time, especially with newer companies, don't know how new they are. When you email them, I told them what happened, sent them pictures. She said, we need to see pictures of the box. And my first reply back was, the box was perfectly intact. There's no, basically I said, there's no reason for me to send you pictures of a box that doesn't have a scratch on it. The box wasn't harmed in any way. Because she said something about carriers dropping shipping packages. And almost like she was trying to deflect the blame. And that's what I didn't like. It's like, own it, You're making a killing. Between packaging, mirror, and content, this does not cost them any more than $3. I guarantee you. And then shipping, when you're a big company like that and you're shipping out products, no more than $1. So $4, okay, so you're making $23, off of me, and I had this problem. And it's very cheap packaging. Like, they went with the cheapest compact that they could possibly go with. Anyway, and I don't want another one, and there's just no way. And they haven't sent me another one. Trying to stay on track, because I've taken all kind of sinus medicine and everything just to be able to do this video. I couldn't hardly talk yesterday. I told her there was no reason for me to send pictures of a box, in the container box, that was perfectly intact. I said that it wasn't dropped, or if it was dropped, there's no scratches on the box. And she sent me another email back telling me that I had to do this, that, send these pictures, and then start a process of a form I was going to fill out. So I had to dig out of the trash this box and this box, take all kind of pictures, and I told her that I thought it was fairly rude of her to, first of all, try to blame it on the mail. I said, and second of all, your product busted, not the box. The box wasn't damaged, and I told you that. So basically now you're calling me a liar because I sent you proof that your product busted, but now you want to blame it on the carrier and try to get, I guess, insurance to cover sending me another package. I said, and I told you that there's not a scratch, a dent, nothing on either package, any package. And you know, they shipped it packed in paper and all that. I said, there was nothing to see. There was nothing to show you. I said, but you still needed that before I could start the process. So basically, I feel like you're trying to blame the carrier and you're calling me a liar. And I told her, I said, I was going to do a review on this product on my YouTube channel. And sent her the pictures. Anyway, she came back with something else. And I was emailing the same chick because it had, like, I don't know, Pop Lux Beauty in her name or whatever. And so I was emailing the same chick back. And she sent me some other long something before I could start a process. And I told her, I said, basically, I said, you know what? Forget it. I said, I'm going to do a video about how I was treated, the product, the fact that this is cheap. I said, and what's up with this? At first, I kind of thought they were expecting me to apply a product with this. And I was like, for $27, almost $30, you could at least send something else. I mean, I don't usually use, I don't know, with the Kat Von D powder I do. I use that one, the regular little poof that probably cost 0.02 cents for someone to send, whatever. I don't know. I'm just letting you know, okay? Told her to forget it. I said, I'm going to do a video. It's going up. It's going to have your company name on it. Might not hurt you a bit. I said, but I'm going to let people know how I was treated. So there you go. That wasn't that mean of a rant. I'm done with them. Don't want it. I wouldn't buy it. Don't know what the product is really like. It's probably a fad, just like the rainbow crap was. And just don't do it. If you have not done that and you see the viral, probably more than likely Pop Lux sent some YouTubers that, because I don't know, I haven't done enough research to know if they could possibly be just doing it because they got it free. It was an interesting thing, but it wasn't black. It was almost like a gray toned highlighter. Like, I'm trying to see because I got smears of it still on my receipt. If anybody remembers the Chanel contour that was kind of gray, it was still lighter than that. But on your skin, it doesn't look like that. So, whatever. Okay, let's just get into, I bought 5 things at Ulta. And it's the first time I've been to Ulta since the last time I did a video. And it's been a while. I actually did not set out to go over there. I was going to Michael's to pick up some stones. And I said, what the heck? I can go in there and not use my Ulta card because it's paid off. 2, either walk around in there and look and don't buy anything. Or 3, limit myself to just a little bit. And I did. I spent $30. So I'm going to show you what I got. The first thing was the NYX retractable eyeliner. And it is in aqua green. It's what it looks like. It's showing a little bit brighter green on camera. Because I thought, and I have this on in my waterline. I doubt very seriously you can tell because I don't know if it's just this one. Okay, it seems like I have a few more of these. But these are not waterline friendly. It almost just puts a very sheer, not like this at all, very sheer, this tinged shine on my waterline. So what I'm going to try tomorrow is doing underneath my lash line where, because it will show on your lashes, because you know how you have one of those liners you're trying to use in your waterline and it sticks to your lashes but won't really go on the waterline. Let me look. Yeah, it's barely there and it's almost like a shine. So tomorrow I'm going to do my regular Lancome black line, and then I'm going to I'm going to do this first. right on my lash line from underneath, and then I'm going to do my waterline with my black eyeliner because there's no black eyeliner under my eyes today, and this just isn't enough for me, but it's a beautiful color. I wish it would go on top like that, but I'm not really much about color on my lids. Actually today I don't have anything on my lids except a little bit of bronzer, the Buxom bronzer that's broken. So I got that, and I got a lipstick I love. I have it on, and I'm going to show you what I have it on with. Because this is the lipstick's lighter, and and I have on the gloss I got too. I used to line my lips. I used the Bite Beauty. It's 014. I don't see a name, but it is my favorite one. I have another Bite Beauty that's real close to this, but it's pinker. This one's a little bit more neutral toned and a little bit more purple. And so I have that on my lips. And the lipstick that I bought was Model's Own, which the last time I went in Ulta they didn't have. They have e.l.f., Model's Own, I think Flower Beauty now, and Makeup Revolution's got a lot of stuff in there now. I really, really, really wanted a lot of stuff yesterday, but I just don't need it. But I wanted to, I haven't really done anything like this in a while, so I felt like I deserved a treat. Model's Own Semi-Matte Lipstick. And this is in the color Thorn. Here is the tube. Here's the lipstick. It's showing pretty true. Maybe a little bit more muted purple than what it's showing. Purples never show true on camera. That's just showing a little more pink when it is a little bit more purple. So these two with the liner and the lip is what the color I'm getting on my lips today. And then I bought this gloss, and I did go ahead and put it on, but I'll swatch it too. Let's see, L'Oreal's got several of these, like maybe 4. I got the blue one because you guys know I like the blue glosses, but it's weird. I didn't like it at all. This one's really, really pretty. So it's the Galaxy Lumiere Holographic Lip Gloss in, there it is, 04 Polaris Pink. And I only have, you guys know I don't like to wear a lot of lip gloss, so I did put it on over what I'm showing you there. So I'm going to swatch this right in the middle. Doesn't have a lot of color, but it's got a pretty shift to it. See, it's right there in between the pencil and the lipstick. And that's a pretty thick swatch because I wanted you to see the actual color. So I'm going to do it real thin up above it. Isn't that pretty? I just thought that was gorgeous. And I wanted to try one of them. And it's a good formula. It's not sticky. It's not too thick. It's not too thin. It's good. But I just think that's, so that up top is kind of what it's going to look like on your lips. Like if you wore it alone or with just a lip liner. Okay, so that's my eyeliner, my lipstick, my lip gloss. Oh, one more lip product. What I need to do, well, I don't think I'm going to. This is the Powder Puff, the NYX Powder Puff lippy. And when I went, last time I went, these were out, but they were out on the display where they just came out. And I remembered there was only one color I really liked. And so now, yeah, it was in the, like the small display. Now they're like in the permanent section or whatever, and I don't know how long they'll be there. Every time they move something in, they have to move something out. But I kind of like this because it's, I just remember liking the way that it felt and the color. Well, it seems like they only kept like, I don't know, maybe 8, and maybe before there was like 12. Maybe they kept, I don't know, something like that. That's just the way it seems to me. I don't think all of them went in the permanent. But the only one I could find that I really liked was the one Moody. And here it is. And it does come in a box. So that's it right there. And this is a really pretty color. So I'm going to show it to you kind of, it's got the sponge kind of applicator. It's more purple where that's showing like a real berry color. but it's not purple now. So I'm taking the applicator side that I didn't use, and I'm not squeezing anything, and I'm kind of blending it out to a stain, which is the way that I like it. But like I said, it's a little bit more, it's a berry purple. But I think this, because it is pretty matte and it's not thick, and I think it's gonna do better with the mattes than some of the other thicker mattes, because this is a very thin formula that you can thin out and just stain your lips with. What's the matter back there? Say hello, everybody. I'm back here whining. And the only other thing I got, and I got this because I like to watch Tar Babies. Anytime I watch hauls, that's who I watch. And she had to show this on a haul, and this was part of the Revolution makeup line. And this is their highlighter in Lunar. And I do have it on today. I don't use a lot because of the purple shift. It's a frosty purple. Let's see, where can I put it? And you may not even be able to tell there's any purple in it. Maybe right there you catch a smidge of it. Like, it's not purple, but, you know, there's the gold ones that you can tell is gold, and, you know, whatever, white and all that. So I was really excited to try this, and I love it. But it's only used a little bit. I have on no blush. I do have on some bronzer, so if my face looks a little different, I don't have any, really, like any black eyeliner, and I don't have any blush on. It's kind of more like a natural look because I don't have much eyeshadow on either. So there's all the swatches from everything I just showed you, and I think that's it. Gosh, it's a short video, but if anybody has any more suggestions about what's going on here, I am gonna go to an ENT, but I'm gonna try to ask around for some referrals, and because there's so many people online, I mean, really, that are just wasting money going to the ENTs and the CAT scans, and I know that's probably what they're going to do. But before they do a CAT scan, I want to be tested for mold first. But I have a couple other things I'm trying. One is the gluten-free thing, and one is basically it's the neti pot stuff. One is apple cider vinegar with honey, which I started about 2 weeks ago. Did it for a day or two, and you know, I have good days and bad days, but it's always there. So a couple of times I thought it was better. Well, I don't remember now if it was the days that I took the apple cider vinegar or not. I personally don't mind apple cider vinegar at all, especially mixed with honey. It's not bad at all. And then drink some water behind it. These people are making like 8-ounce drinks with apple cider vinegar in it. I just rather get it over with, and then drink some water. But so I was reading up on it again last night, and I was like, you know, I started doing it, and then I stopped. I think it's when I went to my house last weekend, and then I just kind of forgot about it. And this week it kind of got worse again. So I did the apple cider vinegar and honey last night, like 2 tablespoons. And you can tell an immediate difference in like it kind of opening you up. And it's not necessarily that I'm stopped up. It's the runniness of it and the constant, like, it's in there. It's in there. It's not stuffy. And a lot of things with the mold, people are saying they can't breathe. They're stuffy. I can breathe fine. When I wake up in the morning, I can usually breathe fine. It's when I get up. And it's one side only. With the neti pot, because neti pot, of course, is going to drain out of both sides. It can be like, you know, stuff's coming out of both sides, obviously, because you got crap in your head. But if I don't do any of that, it is one side only. It is clear to cloudy, and it's thicker. I read online, sorry, yeah, if it's TMI, cut this off now. I read online almost like a soft jellyfish type texture. That's how it is. That's exactly. And so today will be day 2, and I'm not going to stop the apple cider vinegar. I'm going to try this because people were talking about immediate improvement, like better within a few days. Even a little bit of it in the neti pot rinse. And I have done a little bit of hydrogen peroxide in the Neti Pot rinse. And I have tried a drop or two of Johnson's Baby Shampoo in the Neti Pot rinse. And if that sounds really weird to you, you can read online why. There's a biofilm that forms over some of this stuff, like over black mold or whatever, or, you know, whatever. So that the stuff you're doing to it's just, there's nothing can break that biofilm. Well, because in Johnson's Baby Shampoo, there's an ingredient in it, I forgot what it's called, for babies to help keep them from getting cradle cap. And so this solution eliminates the biofilm, so whatever you're putting, like if you go to rinse next, or your medicine or whatever, can actually get to it. And so I'm kind of combining a lot of this now at this point, because it just kind of this week, I don't want to say took a turn for the worse, but I had a couple days that I was just like, I'm ready to pull my hair out. And I have read so many people online say same thing. Like they're ready for the freaking straitjacket. I mean, they're so tired of it. Nothing's helping. Nothing's helping. And Mucinex D, or whatever, Claritin D. See, with decongestants, if you're stopped up, they help you drain. I'm not stopped up. It's draining. But I've tried the D anyway. So that was the last Claritin I got. Then yesterday I got regular Claritin. Doesn't seem to be helping anything. And then once I get my note, like with the neti pot and stuff, that is, and you know, let it sit in there for a few minutes. Not like that, but you're supposed to. It needs to be, especially in your sinuses up in here, whatever solution, the salt and everything else, to do anything, kind of needs to be in there before you like blow your nose 1,000 times and get your nose dry. But once I do that, that's when I use one spray of the, because I can't, steroids are not for me. And one day I did a little bit too much, I think, like, and I may have mentioned this before, like 3 or 4 times that day with one spray, and it made me dizzy. I can't take oral steroids either. So once I feel like, it's just that nothing's helping. Cold medicine's not helping. No matter what I'm doing, I'm getting the same results. Now, I did try the peroxide before I went home last weekend for a few days, and you can't use too much. And I did try once or twice with the vinegar, maybe only once before I went home. And I need to be writing every day down what I'm doing and what I'm taking, but I promise you, I even totally quit doing everything. A woman in our dance class said, stop taking everything, just stop. And I did for over a week. Maybe that was when, I can't remember the order now, but I did. It was the same thing. It wasn't, and I was like, all this allergy medicine and cold medicine is not even drying it up because it's no different. It didn't get worse when I quit taking the allergy medicine. It's crazy. It's crazy. If any of you have any suggestions or any thoughts on what I've just told you, sometimes I feel like I have a low grade fever. Sometimes I feel some pressure, no pain at all. Sometimes I get a little headachy, but I think that's from the steroidal spray. Maybe, I'm not sure, but it's not immediately right after that. That's not it. I think I'm just tired of it. I think it might be from blowing my nose, which I try to do easily. I've stopped, I've started, I've tried this combo, everything. Now, this week, like I said, I just started with the apple cider vinegar last night, so we'll see how that goes. Because I had forgotten about it or whatever, quit taking it for whatever reason and didn't do it consistently. I noticed yesterday I'm getting a little bit, I don't have the flu. I feel fine. Here, a little bit wheezy, which I remember one other time, like last month, I was a little bit wheezy. And that's why I got real serious about it last night, because I was like, this cannot give me bronchitis. and a little bit of a smidget sore throat. Now, I have been taking my vitamin C more, and that will make me kind of feel like I've got a sore throat, and I think it's the acid in the vitamin C. Not really a sore throat, but like you're getting a sore throat. Vitamin C will do that to me if I take, like, it says to take 1,000 milligrams 5 times a day if you're sick. I'm not doing that, obviously, because I've had this stuff going on since November. So, or if you know an ENT, I mean, I'm just afraid of going in and them wanting to do a CAT scan. It shows nothing, you know, them not listening to me to do a mold test, or, you know, sometimes doctors don't listen to you anyway. So if there's anything that anybody, if you have, you know, a husband, a friend, somebody that's a doctor, please, I don't know what else to do, and I'm really, really afraid of, I don't want to do a CAT scan, and I don't feel like that's going to do anything. So, but if I don't, something doesn't give, I'm going to have to. So I'm just kind of looking for suggestions if there is any. Thanks you guys for watching this video. Sorry I sound like crap, and sorry I didn't get it done last week, but that's just kind of where I'm at. And I'm so tired of this. I'm going to do the stuff that I'm doing for about another week, and then I guess I'm just going to end up getting my doctor to refer me to an ENT, unless something starts kicking in. So don't know what else to do. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye. Say bye, Monk. He's asleep. I'm not going to wake him up this time. It makes him really mad.